Okay, well, let's see now. Oh, hello guys, how are you doing? Well, man, I've been really enjoying the peace I have been getting since I come back from the invasion. I finally caught up with everyone. Luckily, all I needed to do was just actually to take care of the beast that would respawn every couple of days. And I have mentioned it during the invasion's timeline that I've actually been thinking about kind of burying my people in a metaphorical sense, considering that technically they are not dead, but their souls have been ripped out, so they might as well be dead. And well, because they are still being used by people from the real world dead, technically no one is mourning them. So that's why I've been decided to actually kind of hold the funeral for all the lost, but the thing is I can't hold a funeral if I don't know them, and unfortunately only those that can receive funeral that I actually know, so those that are technically still in use. Luckily, while I was away, Sophia and Tasm actually managed to set up some working electricity and internet connection here, so as you can see, I can actually sit down and work on some computer stuff. Although to be fair, this will be the first time I'm actually streaming myself. No, my voice actor doesn't count. Alright, let's see. Let's turn this on. Okay, just give me a second here, please. Now, in the meantime, how was your guys this day or week? I've recently caught up on news, and apparently there were a couple quote-unquote funerals. Well, although technically in the larger vtubers it's called graduation. Yeah, that's one of the things that I'm not gonna do, is that those who have already graduated are not gonna get a funeral because, well, they've already been mourned, so... Well, what else can I do about it? Okay, the computer seems to have set up, and now to see if the internet's working actually. Come on, work with me please. Ah, there we go. So, to actually hold a funeral for them, I'm actually going to need the information. And well, might as well start with the one that I was actually most known about. The very people who were supposed to take care of this whole lost business, but instead they were decided to just fuck off and do whatever the hell they wanted. So, well, that is actually the council, or as you guys know, the Hollow Council. Like, to be fair, they were supposed to be responsible, but the fact that they've left us to fend for ourselves and leaving me, a mere mortal, to trying to clean up the mess that was supposed to be their job, that's really damn pissing me off. I mean, to be fair, considering the Greek era, it was supposed to be expected that some gods would not exactly be known for being responsible, but still, how could they let things be this bad? Alright, so let's see now. Of course, the first one is I should probably pick out the most obvious information about them. And of course, the promo material. Let's see. Okay. Cancel. Promo video. Yeah, like this is the one that was supposed to be setting up our story, at least the story of my universe. But of course, this one isn't exactly going to be fine, so well, what else can I do? Oh, I have an echo. Let me see what I can do about that. That shouldn't be possible. I only have one microphone channel. Give me a moment. Maybe. How about now? Is it working? Is it better now? Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. Also, I should probably get some sort of music going in, at least in a little bit of the background. Just give me a moment. This is my first time working with a streaming software, so... which one was it supposed to be? Alright, just give me a second. Okay, I think this should be it, but I'm gonna do... Come on. Work with me, please. I guess whatever. So, let's see. So, as you guys know, the whole well, I'm pretty sure, hope you know that Holo Council was supposed to debut with some sort of serious lore. But, well, considering that what Holo Council is doing right now, it's pretty much been thrown into the garbage. So, like, as you can tell, well, might as well watch it.
The manipulator is active once more. Even with the power of the gods, the destined end cannot be denied, and fate is already sealed. You may feel weak and helpless. Thus,
oh, damn well you know that I feel weak and helpless, considering that I have to fight an entire army of cultists that are trying to bring about this destined end.
the council must not hesitate.
Too bad they not only hesitated, but also decided to do fuck all. So, yeah, a lot of fucking help they were.
Space Where does the difference lie between 0 and 1?
Oh yeah, by the way, since Sana is among the graduated, she will be excluded from the funeral as well.
The only way to save the void is to validate the existence of space. Nature. Intellects have long been receiving blessings from Mother Nature. It is also human nature to abandon appreciation. Time. Since when have you realized the flow of time? Ever since, all life forms have been trapped and tortured. Civilization. Civilization is proof of humankind's footsteps. We cannot advance simply by building. Never forget who you really are. Chaos. The world is not composed with...
Yeah, pretty much the only state that was technically still fulfilling that purpose, but not for the intended cause.
Order alone. Can't you apprehend? Not being bound by anything is the greatest limitation.
Oh yeah, it's definitely not an easy task. So they just decided to, fuck it, I'm just going to be a streamer. God, and now my words suffers the price for it. How was the video? Was it loud enough? Was it able to be heard? Although I suppose the subtitles were there. Now the thing is that this piece alone isn't exactly gonna cut it, so I might gonna have to do some... Ah, right, this one actually might be worth a couple looks. Hey. No thanks. So yeah, good job on making whoever thought this up to make it look like they are a complete laughing stock. Now that's this one. To be fair, I'm not quite familiar with this.
Civilization was not built by the gods. No order could be found among. Disorder occurred once more. Civilization corrupted nature.
I guess that's fair.
With the birth of civilization, time gained extensive power. Time bound all living beings with shackles, dominating them diabolically. Space and time had long since confronted one another for ages past. Space could not agree with time's tyranny, and a devastating conflict commenced.
And you could say that space lost.
Amidst the havoc, the gods created avatars. They bestowed a vessel to Chaos, who had existed since the Genesis. Let there be order. Chaos shall govern the lands via council.
Which kinda defeats the purpose.
The gods said,
Chaos.
followed by their slumber. So led to the council's providence.
Oh, and there seems to be also another one. Oh, I'm gonna turn this off really fast. Oh yeah, and there was also this particular video as well. Although I might be looking at it the
On the day I
wrong order.
descended and had awakened, the gods had only just begun the world's construction, and the shaping of concepts had just started. In the beginning, the gods created space. However, space is nothing but textures and principles.
Yep,
nothing
totally the wrong
more
order.
than disorder.
Never mind.
Thus, the gods created nature to bind together the textures. Alas, nature was merely but an existence. Hence, the gods poured in time to orchestrate their growth. With the support of time, life forms achieved evolution. Life forms begged for power, and the gods bestowed knowledge to them.
Then again, we also had another purpose. So it's not like we particularly needed to beg that hard.
Silicet, civilization was formed.
Yeah, so doesn't this sound like a lot more epic than just, hey, I'm some happy streamer, I'm playing games on... just being a funny person. Like, seriously. What a waste. And, well, to be fair, that was also... This is why I was necessarily created. To actually give a purpose to all these abandoned lores. Well, I guess you could say that I'm somewhat of a lore keeper, but then again, it's a lot less mystical since I'm mostly doing this on the action level. Like, to be fair, as far as my understanding goes, I suppose most of you haven't exactly been around when I've talked about this in the past, but considering the old ones were around far longer than my entire universe, most of them were actually, well, not exactly heartless, but rather uncaring about the creatures they've created. And they were nothing more than resources for their own growth. However, one among them actually absorbed a curious creature, as far as I know. One that actually had empathy in them. And in that old one has actually learned empathy as well. Realizing that he's actually hurting people, he tried to convince the other old ones to create another one of those empathetic creatures and absorb them so they may be able to help them fast, but the others have no such interest in this particular course of action. And so a wedge was created between that particular old one and the rest of them. Though, because they had pretty much adapted to each other's power, the old one that I'm referring to from this point on as the creator actually had no choice but to seal the other old ones up into a different pocket dimension. And with that particular method done, they needed to actually get started on creating a new universe where his creations would thrive. And that would be the universe that we would see actually. So this is what actually preludes this particular event. Okay, so I've actually seen this part in reverse order. So yeah, actually let's go through it once again a little bit.
On the day I descended and had awakened, the gods had only just begun the world's construction.
So yeah, actually Iris has been around for a lot longer, apparently. And well, then again, considering that with empathy comes hope, it's kind of making sense, which is kind of why you guys can hear me occasionally say, Iris, give me strength. And yes, that is referring to this particular Iris. Though, considering that even Iris herself has seemed to have abandoned any sort of sense of duty, Me saying that has just become out of force of habit, not because I'm particularly praying to her.
And the shaping of concepts
So,
had just
yeah.
started. In the beginning, the gods created space. However,
I mean, what else
space
can
is
make it
nothing
really...
but textures and principles, nothing more than disorder.
Although also one of the particular details about this particular creator is that, well, he was also... Not sure if I should be saying it like this, considering it might be blasphemy, but... Well, he was also a little bit lazy, so... most of the universe's rules also was something about the old world's rules. So that's why the old ones could gain influence over time, because they could always start by telling how the old universe worked. And since most of it would apply to this new one, most of what they say would seem to make sense and would be less of a madness.
Thus, the gods created nature to bind together the textures.
Well, about nature actually. Considering that even the old ones adapt really fast, it was only a matter of time before they would find a way to break out of the pocket dimension they've been banished to. So there was needed to be a plan for it actually to have something that could... So actually the universe needed to change itself so it could keep up with pace with to quote-unquote out-evolve the old one's adaptation. So that's why they were needed to create nature.
Alas, nature was merely but an existence.
But yeah, but while they created this existence, there was no change actually. Which is why they needed to introduce the third.
Hence, the gods poured in time to orchestrate their growth.
I mean, what is time if not the measurement of change? After all, that's why time feels relative. Because it is related to change. The slower things seem to be changing, the slower time feels. And vice versa, actually.
With the support of time, life forms achieved evolution. Life forms begged for power, and the gods bestowed knowledge to them.
I mean, it wasn't exactly hard, since, like I said, life forms needed to out-evolve the old one's adaptation, so there was needed to be some sort of knowledge about it.
Silicet, civilization was formed.
But of course, it would not last forever without some sort... After all, even perfection can become still. And that was this particular video. Going back to the previous one. Let's skip ahead a bit.
As civilization was not built by the gods, no order could be found among.
Well, yeah, change
Disorder
can be
occurred
really
once more.
disorienting.
Civilization corrupted nature.
Well, that's kind of debatable, but
With the birth
I'm
of
not gonna argue that.
civilization, time gained extensive power. Time bound all living beings with shackles, dominating them diabolically.
I mean, we can really only bind ourselves time as we are letting it, but yeah, considering most actions were time related, it's actually kind of makes sense.
Space and time had long since confronted one another for ages past. space could not agree with time's tyranny, and a devastating conflict commenced. Amidst the havoc, the gods created avatars. They bestowed a vessel to Chaos, who had existed since the Genesis. Let there be order. Chaos shall govern the lands via council.
I mean, balance might have worked a little bit better, but because with that it sounds like there was no point in chaos, because they are opposites, so why would it not work? But, well, it wasn't me who created this universe, so who am I to talk about it?
The gods said, followed by their slumber.
So yeah. And
So
these
led
avatars
to the council's
were supposed to
providence.
keep us peaceful, so... Well, I guess enough harping about them for now. I would have to actually start looking for... What up? Oi! What the hell happened here? Okay. Oh wait, there's actually seems to be like a compilation of that. That might be taking a look at that.
Orochrony is your
Unfortunately, the biggest problem is with that because they were abandoned so early, there isn't really much any of those lore bits that are actually about the characters themselves and not the people that are using these girls as their masks to prance around in this quote-unquote never-ending Halloween party.
dual sword-wielding, slightly sadistic Warden of Time. As a member of Hollow Council, she was the third concept birthed by the gods and is considered to be the closest with mankind. She was the third to debut of the Hollow Council, but decided she wanted to be first, and so she rewound time to go before Sana and Fauna. Originally nothing more than a cog in a wheel, as humans' definition of time expanded, so did her being. Now with individual meanings for time, such as dawn or dusk, her domain of time has grown to become universal. None may escape her control of time, which probably doesn't help her sadistic tendencies, though she claims that most don't even want to be free. She's infinity years old, but still considers it rude for you to ask, and has selected March 14th for her birthday because she likes pie. Both kinds. Amelia Watson presumably borrowed a watch from her, but other than vague communication between the two of them, this has never been confirmed, but would give us an answer as to why Ame can time travel.
I mean, I suppose I can't exactly debate those. These are kind of personal details, so...
Tsukuma Sana is a member of the Hollow Council and Speaker of Space, the first concept to be created by the gods. Space is not only this universe, but all dimensions and matter to exist, a concept that is limitless and continually growing. Immediately upon arriving in the mortal realm, she began to research astrology, but accidentally discovered the forbidden truth and became an apostle of the Ancient Ones, who we still don't know much about. She is 13.8 billion years old.
That particular detail kinda slipped my mind, so... Yeah, no wonder she was shafted so early. I mean, she was the first one among them to become lost. And to actually... Although, to be fair, considering I haven't exactly heard about her quite a while.
Making her
who knows what she's doing right now.
An exact age. The personification of death, a phoenix, and a literal time god don't count here. She is 1.7 million kilometers tall, and so she must wear a size limiter to interact with people on Earth. Unfortunately, there have been several occasions where she took it off and accidentally destroyed the planet, and had to rely on the help of Fauna's golden apple to restore it. Her best friend is
Really responsible.
Yatagarasu, the god of the sun, and a majestic three-legged crow who takes this form to keep humanity's brains from melting. He also grants wishes occasionally, as demonstrated when Sana wished for a paperweight and he crystallized an entire galaxy and spat it out on her desk. Ceres Fauna is the keeper of nature and second concept to be created by the gods in Hollow Council. Self-titled Mother Nature, she has dominion over plants and animals, but stated she likes animals more because her name is Fauna, not Flora. She's 4.54 billion years old, about the same age as life on Earth, and
I mean, no offense to plants, but we are kind of the most exciting that needs the most care. I mean, as much as you need to position plants and water them every once in a while, otherwise they can be pretty much left to their own devices, so yeah.
Has the power to
Not to mention, not many plant species have enough sentience to, you know, return the favor in some way.
restore the planet when it's destroyed using her golden apple, something that has happened many times thanks to fellow council member Sana removing her limiter. She has Kirin blood in her veins, which causes her to have tree branches growing out of her head, and is adamant she is not a deer. She recently got a new mascot named Nemuchan, who is also a Kirin, and has 2 pets named Clover and Snail. She is a vegan, but only told us after.
Yeah, about that. That particular thing is actually her voice actress's thing. So, okay, that honestly puts the whole wrench into listening to this for any explanation, so not sure if I should keep watching this. Whatever, I guess we might as well finish this.
After 2 months of streaming because she didn't want to come off as judgmental and actively dislikes those who try to force their values down your throat. Nanashi Mume is the guardian of civilization and the only member of the Hollow Council that wasn't created by the gods. Instead, she lives as a testament to what mankind can create through cooperation. She can shapeshift into an owl, a form chosen because it represents wisdom, but now her...
And also because she's a bird brain. But also from what little I know, she actually caused destruction of the universe quite a couple, or at least the civilization as we know it on a couple of occasions. And if it didn't exactly take Fauna's reversal powers to actually bring us back to life, I mean, I will show that eventually.
Her brain is more bird-like, and she has trouble remembering names or her own age, which is believed to be around 6,000 years old. That's why she never named her friend made out of paper. She'd feel bad for forgetting their name. Her cloak is embroidered with glyphs detailing the sins of humanity and likes wearing 2 owl feathers in her hair.
Hold up, that seems like just plain old Egyptian hieroglyphs to me. And as someone who has studied archaeology, that's definitely just a random string of letters. Or at least it's in a language I didn't actually learn. It's like a double cipher. Though then again, my archaeological knowledge is quite limited. I didn't exactly get to study that much before I was turned into an elemental and, well, made myself cease to exist.
And likes wearing 2 owl feathers in her hair, but doesn't know if they're her own. She also wears a satchel that contains her secrets and a lantern which both helps her see at night and represents fire, an important aspect of civilization. She records history in a book which contains many notes, even some about fellow Hololive members, like Gura's weakness, but is...
And where is that book exactly? That sounds like something that would be useful to have in this ongoing crisis.
Glad to be our guardian and wants to make sure we all succeed. Bales Heikos is the chaos-filled, definitely not a rat, chairperson of the Hollow Council. A job she takes a hands-off approach to, but none of the fellow members have ever tried to take the position from her. She is the concept of chaos, birthed by the world itself, and believes that all rules...
I mean, how else would chaos rule than by not ruling? So it's kind of obvious that she chose this approach.
...were made to be broken. Her species is chaos, whatever that is, but the physical form is that of a rat, and she keeps both human and rat ears to hear better. She was given a choker by the gods, but was also given the key, and we don't really know what it does. She is 7.45 cheese wheels tall and doesn't know her own age, so she uses a 9,999,999 sided die to determine it. The first time she rolled, it came out to be 2,347,180 years old. In rat years, of course. Her birthday is on February 29th, and thanks to her, we now know that all rats and mice are the true harbingers of chaos.
Oh, there seems to be an actual playlist at the end of this. Though considering some of the inaccuracies I saw, and well, it's what also I suppose I forgot to mention that particular part is that. So, like I said, it's only the character lore. The voice actresses, happenings, what happens behind the scenes is excluded. So, if something happens that could technically go either way, I'm choosing to go that it's considering that actually most of the voice actresses and actors in these lores are actually doesn't bother to play a character, I think it's not unreasonable for me to assume that anything that could go either way is going to be disregarded as it's something that happens to the actual people behind the avatars and not to the characters. So let's see, there was that lore, I might as well take
Is
a
on
look.
February 29th, and thanks to her, we now... Oro Crony is...
Ah, that one seems to be a fair bit good. Though if this is just... yeah, it's just compilation of all the things that it was already said in the last video. Oh yeah, I did promise about the Mume destroying the universe, so let's see if it can work this way. There we go. So yeah, one of the actual beneficial things about Hololive is that via Holographity they are somewhat keeping it up to develop their characters, but it's all over the place, and most of them has no bearing on their regular behavior, so it's really stretching it.
So, this is the Tokyo Token Toe Crusher Tower. I am Mume,
Say that 3
guardian of
times fast.
civilization and destroyer of printers. In order to reduce the number of people dealing with paper trail,
That would be an interesting thing to look up on why she hates printers so much. I suppose that was told in the debut, because usually that's when people talk about their dislikes.
I'm going around, illuminating every printer in sight. I'm gonna club him into nothingness.
って感じなの胸は
Of course not!
じゃあこれは
I did nothing and it broke. Don't worry, I can take its place.
やれるもんならやってみな
Quiet! I'm trying to print
無
here!
理すんなって
Guardian of Civilization, everyone.
It broke down by itself,
これ
right?
が文明の凄さ
Ta-da! Printing complete.
カッスカス
What are you calling scum?
Oh, you took apart this old printer for me? Easier to take out the trash
What? I'm trash?
ムミさん印刷まだっすか
Shut up!
Then again, why am I expecting this to make sense, but
I am not scum. I am a printer!
try to become what you hate.
World!
Yeah, Fauna does definitely not, but would not approve if she was still herself.
This is the Tokyo Token Toe Crusher Tower. Or should I say was. What I did eradicated the forest and destroyed all civilization on Earth. Oh well, everyone makes mistakes.
Yeah, but it's kind of the severity of the mistake that kind of determines what if it's something that should be forgiven, or at least how easily should be forgiven.
I'll just do a better job with the next civilization.
It's just the outro, isn't it? Although speaking of Fauna, there was her hologram as well. And yeah, this isn't exactly doing any favors for us either.
I blended in so naturally you didn't notice, did you? Sent by the gods, I am the keeper of nature, Serious Fauna. Quit with your unnatural designs of world domination and live an upstanding life.
不法侵入してた人に言われても
I'm an upstanding trespasser.
Well, Chloe actually does have a little bit of a point.
んなもんあるか
本当は何しに来たんですか
I got thrown out because I filled the office with vegetation. 当然でござる. They kept saying grass, lol. So I thought they wanted some.
すれ違ってる
Japanese is
I mean, you could just fill a pot.
hard.
とりあえず猫でも吸うでござるか
I I think I'll become the keeper of cats instead.
それはただの飼い主でござる。
I don't want to be the keeper of nature anymore. It's too hard.
Bitch, you don't get a say in this. Like, what's even the point at this point anymore? Might as well give the role to someone else who would actually fulfill that role. Although I really hope that someone will actually because this is getting ridiculous.
じゃあうちの番人になります
Yes! マジ新入りだ新入りお茶
What would Apple do?
いいわけないやろ
Cross me and you cross Mother Nature.
You just abandoned that title. Oh, hey Seren. How are you doing? I mean, I do know what Kusa means, so... I know that's not exactly the point here.
新入りが言うこと聞かないんだけど
自然の恐ろしさを知るって何が起こるんですか
Well, that is something I
It
would be
rains
interesting.
exactly on the day you're traveling.
地味に嫌だな
Oh, come on, like an umbrella doesn't fix that.
You'll be more likely to step on dog poo.
自然関係なくね
Okay, that is annoying.
You'll get stuck in quicksand and breathe your last breath.
うわ
Okay, now that is a little bit... concerning. Though technically not for me, because I don't need to breathe.
どうすんの思い出さないとやばいよ
おだてて自然の番人に戻ってもらおう
こさ
ファウナちゃんにホロックスは狭すぎるんじゃないですか
先輩はスケールがグローバルでござるからなそうそううちの総帥チビだ
She already has a godly ego, don't inflate her even more.
Natural, huh?
自然の
Or should I say you shouldn't
猫
have?
も吸い放題です
I've remembered what I have to do.
さすがです
I must go.
もう帰ってこないでね余計なこと言うな
And this is just a usual anime intro, so... Wait. Oh! I suppose might as well gather up the rest of the Holo Council while we are at it.
Wonder if it's ready yet. I overboiled the cup noodles.
カップ麺一つ作れんのか己は3分書いてやるよるかい
You were supposed to keep an eye on the stopwatch! Time to turn back time! Oops, we're back in the old Stone Age.
This is exactly what I meant in the beginning. Like, these kind of slice of life shenanigans are fine, but when your entire setup was that it's supposed to be epic, this is just a total tonal whiplash. And why are we accepting that the expectations should be disappointed if it's not, haha, I'm funny?
Humans were such animals back then. So foolish. Back to the future we go!
また原始人
Went too far into the future.
だって人間の姿をした生き物がいない
Sounds right.
人間がこの姿だったのってこの時代だけなの
A rare species.
I'm starting to get the feeling that Fubuki might have been lying about that friend's part. But you didn't hear that from me.
かわいいなこいつ
Quit playing around!
あれって
Hey, hands off the merchandise!
クッセイもいじるな誰がいろんな時間に飛んでいく
A time paradox is happening. Future crony! Need
Why would she need the DeLorean again? Then again, sorry, my fault for thinking that hologram was supposed to make sense.
help? I figured you would. So, I boiled some water. Here, for you. I'll take it. Huh? It's overboiled again.
これ壊れとるやろ
Again, tonal whiplash. So, really don't get this part. Like, could you settle for one kind of... what was it? Theme again? Or at least have it be a little bit more consistent. Anyway, so where was the next? Oh yeah, we were supposed to do the entire Holo Council, so I guess the next up is Bay.
You ever heard of buried riches?
This?
That's right, so King. There's gold buried deep underground. A summer adventure of the ages is upon us. Aren't you coming? Isn't the gold rush part of the American
Say what?
dream?
No, I'm not going. Yikes.
Wait, a reference for actual
you okay?
nationality?
Ow! Didn't expect that to collapse.
Welcome to the underground.
Iris? You're treasure hunting too?
I'm on an overseas holiday.
Isn't that a legal entry?
You know how the Earth is round?
Yeah.
So I'm taking an underground shortcut.
But
I'm glad I ran into you. I got lost.
I mean, likewise, it is the shortcut, but
You know, I know it's a bad idea, but
in terms of actual effort, it might not be worth it. Again,
I saw a video
damn it, I
about
keep
flooding an
forgetting.
ant colony once, I think. And like, all the ants inside streamed out all at once, you know? Will it wash out rats too?
I mean, usually it washes out everything.
おい、なんで迷子なんだよ。
埋蔵金探して迷子になるやつに言われたくねえよ。
そもそもお前密入国だろ。
そんな人間のルール関係ない。
Where are we?
助かった？
Oh, you're finally up.
We're soaked.
Dry off with
Okay, never mind, this one was completely useless. Let's see. Maybe I can find some clips that actually helps. Clips. Yeah, any part of this thing is automatically excluded, where they are doing hand cams and shit, because that part's not about the character either. I may have realized that I'm gonna be relying a lot on actual stuff that isn't exactly part of their character and just stuff they do on stream, the actual voice actresses. Fan animations might. That's not exactly something I should be working on, because that's not necessarily canon either. Covers, that might be useful, but damn it, there's not really much I can do. Although then again, I guess I should start writing stuff down, because to be fair, most of this I haven't actually learned. But do you guys might have any ideas about how should I best look for any sort of information about the characters? Because to be fair, the official material was kind of exhausted, well, apart from maybe the debuts. Yeah, but these guys are really long. There is a potential that I'm gonna miss out vital information. This is really not good. Maybe if I had summarized. Though even then, considering that they are not exactly caring about lore at this point. I'm actually going to have to start doing this, don't I? Alright, let's see. Up. Skipping ahead a bit. Yeah, like even here they show the promotional material, and well, I mean, okay, to be fair, Sana was supposed to be the first, and well, hers has been undone, so
The manipulator is active once more. Even with the power of the gods, the destined end cannot be denied, and fate is already sealed. You may feel weak and helpless. Thus, the council must not.
okay, let's skip past this part.
4.5 billion years ago, gravity pulled gas.
Oh, damn it. Give me a moment. Just give me a moment and... Let's see if maybe this one will work.
Gas and dust together to form Earth. From the debris of empty space came a planet where nature could thrive. Single-celled organisms, microscopic plants, and giant redwood trees. Fungi communicating through underground networks.
Okay, this one might be more interesting.
Animals that can adapt to any environment. Life came and went as the Earth's surface was morphed by tectonic plates and erupting volcanoes. But throughout all, nature persisted. Space was no longer alone. Nature had claimed her place in the universe. Along with nature came her keeper, taking form of the mythological Kirin. Ceres Fauna was born as an avatar of Mother Nature to heal and protect all living things on Earth.
Okay, I suppose that's just recapping stuff. Okay, that's it.
And today is a very lucky day, dear viewers! I'm coming to you live, right outside Farfar's window! That's right! Today we have a rare opportunity to view Farfar in a natural habitat! Let's see what the beauty of nature herself is up to!
I mean, I suppose it's fair that they're not always at their best, but
maybe we should come back in a few minutes? Hey! Do you want to see me without my size limiter?
Yep. That was really fucking necessary, wasn't it?
Hey. Hey. Wake up. It's time to wake up.
Alright, that part's not interesting. You're just waking up.
They did, so I had to make some changes. You'll see, but you know, they got most of the things right, so I figured.
Alright, I will probably just be doing some fast forwards a bit here, considering that this thing's an hour.
Anything works.
Centimeter.
And it looks like there's
Oh damn it, that's gonna be hard to read.
some
Maybe I should put it
personal
on full
details
screen.
here, huh? They really just reveal it all in these field guides. I guess that's the purpose. My
Member of the council and the keeper of nature.
The mythological.
The second concept
Kirin.
by the gods. In the
You'll
modern
have to
realm as
go
a
do
druid in
some
the
more research on your own, but that's why I have
horns,
these horns.
benches,
They look like
non-antlers,
branches,
genetic
they're
matter,
not
that mankind,
deer antlers.
strongly deterreds. Said that a
No matter
whispers
what
and
a
avatar mother
certain
nature have
first
healing
tweet
properties.
told you, I'm not a deer.
Something only those who have heard them can say.
My age? See, this one is a little
One is
sensitive
usually
to,
affable, warm, and slightly mischievous.
you know, I know a lot of you have
Anger
been
her will
calling me
in the full brunt of nature's
Mama,
fury.
Mommy, even the stream title.
Well, that
seems to
isn't
say
exactly
Mama. I
useful,
don't know
or
who
at least
wrote
anything
that.
new we've learned, but I suppose that's a good
But
enough summary.
I've always viewed myself as more of a big
Okay,
one
anything?
eye, and I have one sock,
Okay, I suppose that's
And
is something, but yeah,
book.
this is meta stuff, not interesting.
I did the little art for my intro video, and I did all my layouts and stuff too. But again, I'm no pro. I want to keep learning and getting better, and I hope to do more art streams.
I mean, I suppose this could work as part of their
I
part
can't
of their
tell
characters,
because the
but
chat's going
again,
by
like I
so
said,
fast.
this isn't exactly something
Hello,
that
I'm sorry if I
could go
missed
either
any
way.
messages.
So I'm not
Thank you
sure
very
how
much
exactly
for
well should I
stopping
be
by.
taking this particular part.
Yeah, I hope to do drawing streams in the future. And I hope to
Let's
show you my
see, next
true
part.
drawing power. That's the
Again, as
equivalent
far
of
as I
about
know, that's
100
technically to the
human
voice
years.
actress,
So
not
just
the
think about
character.
like 100. 999 is so special, and I love Kotaro Uchikoshi so much.
I mean,
This game
this is also something that could go either way, so I
can't
kinda
get
have to
enough of it.
disregard.
I can't get enough of
And this one's
I'm
technically
just
on
so thankful.
the meta side as well. Nope.
And I've been studying a little bit, but I would like to learn.
Yeah,
I
and
really
on the
want
goals, it's
to
definitely
talk to my
possible that
senpai.
it's definitely
and
visible to
laugh
see
with
that they
them.
are not acting in character. Like, you know, there would be something about, like, stopping the manipulator or something. But nope, it's learn Japanese, learn to sing. Like, it's not like that they can't have goals outside of the quote-unquote main interest, but I mean, I welcome complex characters, but do not forget the main part that was supposed to be the biggest thing about you. Like, I'm still gonna be fighting cultists because that's part of who I am. Sure, I'm gonna be doing other stuff, like this for instance, and who knows what I can come up with later, but considering that I was made to actually fight cultists, that is going to be a thing. Even if I do some other things from time to time. But no, here it's just completely throw it into the garbage. That thing was not important. Why should I fucking care? And of course... And I should be fucking happy about it. Like, I'm not watching a fictional character, I'm just watching someone hiding behind an avatar in this never-ending Halloween party.
Yes, so
Although
I better
technically
study
speaking
hard.
of
You better
Halloween,
hold me accountable. If I'm not studying,
there was
you better bump me.
additional animation, but
I also
considering
want to
its own
learn to
nature,
sing
it's
and
kind
create
of
an
hard
original
to
song.
take
Like
that as
I
something
said,
that happened in our
I'm a bit
universe.
musically impaired.
I mean, to be fair, for the most
singer,
part, that seems
which,
to have happened
I
in
do have
another
a
one,
song for
so...
you today. But I'm not good, so don't get your hopes up. But I would love to like maybe take voice lessons and learn because it would be so cool
Okay, that
and
part
such a great
she's still
opportunity
talking
to
about
create an
it. That
original
was the
song.
body move.
I think I could make
Showcase.
something kind of. I don't know what it would be. Maybe something.
Oh yeah, this particular part is also a thing. Where she's kinda showing her yanderistic tendencies, which I bloody damn hope isn't the voice actress's a bit, but considering that it is something we haven't seen ever since, it's... Yeah, this is the only thing that I can assume that is part of her character, but... not quite. I mean, I suppose it's useful information, but... Not sure if it's something I can really include in the funeral speech or something. Okay, let's see, there was another one.
Don't know what's going on.
Like, let's see. Let's switch to the next. Cronies. Okay, let's skip this past as well.
Bound by anything is the greatest limitation.
What about hide this part? Come on.
Time, a concept which humanity is heavily bound by. Day, night, dawn, dusk. They've established so many ways to define time, and yet none can convey nor comprehend the importance of time. As a result, it seems humans do not worship and adore time as they should. How foolish. Naive, even. I suppose that's why I adore them. And... wait. What is space doing over there? She's
Excellent
literally
question.
a concept. We're not supposed to interact with nature?
Strange animal crossing just woke you up.
What is happening?
I would have phrased it a little
Is
bit
this
better.
allowed?
I don't mind introducing myself.
Okay. What? Yeah. Whatever. Time. A concept which human. Wait, I already did this. Well then, the time is now, I suppose.
Well, that was a fat load of nothing.
Oh! Okay. The Chronicopter has landed. Hello, hello. Wait, let me, stop this. Okay.
Okay,
For
skip.
my birthday, it's March 14th. And for all you smart people,
You know, for someone who's infinitely old,
that
you'd think that she would be
is,
learning all
you know,
languages at this point,
do
but
I have to
I
explain
suppose
the
that might be more
joke?
on par for civilization.
I said the birthday
Okay,
for
Moe.
myself because, you know, being time, I have the luxury. Yes, pie. You are all smart. I feel like we're gonna get along just fine.
Oh, this one has a particular lore section.
Originally, the concept of time was but a cog in the wheel, one which only functioned in tandem with others. Eventually, humans went on to give time individual meanings such as dawn and dusk, making it universal. The humans became enslaved to time in return for empowering her. In her present form, she has become a sadistic, prideful warden.
Yeah, I'm definitely taking a little bit of an issue with that. I mean, if she were to actually do something useful, I might be able to quote-unquote forgive it. But considering that she is doing nothing but praising herself and building a sort of same cult as the old one's army, I have lost all respect for her.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Yes. You don't. Oh, what a shame. Alright. I know. Well, we're gonna focus on that later.
Whatever. Okay,
but,
skip.
So my
Okay, never
favorite activities
Procrastinate.
are sleeping
Yeah, that part's
and napping.
very much
I think-
useless.
As for the anime, I like Death Note, Death Parade, a lot of
to be
that.
fair, for anime nerds it is important, but not for the
Well,
rest of us who
lawn
lives in a
mowing
world that was supposed to be
Seems
governed by her.
interesting. The Legend of Zelda, Pokemon, Animal Crossing, Super Mario.
Anything
See why
useful
I
in
have to
here?
be rushed for it? That doesn't make any sense. And rage-inducing games.
Goals,
But I would like to be happy.
meaningful connection with the
yes.
community.
I mean,
As a god,
guarding time
really?
is kind of, tiring.
You'd think that meaningful
So, yes,
connection
I
would
would
mean
like-
that she don't understand them, but I better not get into it because I'm just gonna be rambling on nonsense that I get easily disproved of. Anyway, but this is all just meta goals. Let's see, credits, meta stuff. Artwork meta stuff. Tags meta stuff. Body showcase meta stuff. This is just some talks that at this point has gone past. And that's it. Well, that was a fat load of not helpful. Or at least nothing we really know. Okay, let's see what else can we do. I mean, to be fair, we are still missing 2. Okay, let's see what Mume has to say for herself.
Can't you apprehend? Not being bound by anything is the greatest limitation.
Oh boy.
Oh, hi. Are you a little lost? What happened? You may be asking yourself. Well, I'm here to fill you in.
Well, I am asking what happened, but what I am asking is where did the tension go?
Now, you all met Crony, the Warden of Time, right? Do you remember that? It didn't seem too long ago. But it was. It's been eons since she fell asleep, actually. These beings don't really think things through now, do they? Oh, are you still confused? Let me go over what we know. Let's start with Sana. Do you remember her? What did we see here? Does anyone have the answer? That's right.
Oh, come on.
Impulsivity. We see a recklessness, which
They just really love wasting our time, don't they?
cannot be contained. In the end, she blew up all of us little folks. That's no good. So what happened after that? Miss Bange
Yeah, we already been through that.
What am I supposed to do? Shoot. I'm not so sure. Why am I here?
I don't know, some sort of setup?
Oh, yeah. I'm here to spread the knowledge I know. I guess that means I should probably introduce myself. Okay, let's do that.
Okay, just reacting to chat, skip.
And a little message to say to any Japanese viewers.
Hashimoe, Guardian Civilization,
Yeah,
stuff we
little
already
sweaty
know.
says no smudged, I will try to read it to you.
I think living by mankind's efforts,
watching,
not created
so
by the gods.
Careful. But on top of being an observer and, recording all of this.
I mean, I suppose that the fact that she has forgotten most things is kind of on point, considering that history is about cycles, which means you need to kind of forget about things that happened in order to do them again.
So, I am also your guardian. I want to see all of you succeed.
We have seen that
and
that's
I
a
want
big
you
fat
to be
lie.
your best selves. Yeah.
Or at least not responsible enough to actually
we don't forget, and so
think
that you don't
through
forget.
for how does it affect civilization.
And I like to draw stuff, and I like to sing things. I am not
Oh
particularly
yeah, the printers are here.
Professional or good at these things. They are hobbies of mine, but I very
Let's
much
roll
enjoy them,
back a
so
little.
I continue doing them. Yeah. I hope I get to do a lot of that stuff with you guys too. Maybe not the vegetable broth thing. You guys have to do that on your own. But those other 3 things we can
Actually, never
do
mind.
together, maybe. If you have those.
Folk, cheap apocalypse. Honestly, this could go either way, so again, disregarded.
Off the top of my head, some artists I like. Oh, you know
Okay,
what?
now this is actually useful. Tonic mobility. I'll probably just write this down later, but for now, let's keep going. 11 time zones. Terror makes them weaker. Space silent. Thief.
I think these were notes I took on.
But none of this is
members
about
of
Mume,
Hawaii.
so.
I think so.
forget
My
things a lot. Did I
goals.
mention that? I do forget
Learn
things
Japanese
a lot,
again.
which means I have forgotten quite a few languages.
Again,
that I
this
knew in the
isn't
past.
exactly
I
something
would
that
like to learn Japanese again.
could
So,
be most likely meta,
that's one-
so
that's
again,
one.
useless.
One of the languages. I feel
Artist
it
stuff,
feels weird
meta.
complimenting myself. If you want to draw
These
me,
things are
you can
meta
art and draw
again.
me. I made him quite a while ago. He's been my friend through quite a lot. We keep each other company.
Okay, to be fair, this
He's a
friend
bit shy
might be a
like
bit
me
more
too,
interesting, but
but
I don't think
I
she
it'd be
really devotes that
better.
much time to that.
I wonder why. Yeah. Oh, yeah! These are some doodles I did of my friend. I did notice a lot of people were really excited about my friend. Did you,
Okay, never mind. That's just a drawing, it wasn't exactly useful. Maybe this part will be. Don't tell me that this is just a song, like a random song and has no relevance. I mean, I won't deny that they can make catchy songs, but again, tonal whiplash. Yeah, except in this case, because there is no story for anything to end, so a new one can begin. Yep, this was a complete waste of time.
so, you know what?
Anything?
I wrote down. Can review my notes together.
Natural and ancient history.
But
You know, that might be fun if it was our universe's history and not the real world's. But I don't think that. Other than again, I would probably have to look up if Mume actually did any of those.
yeah, I want to go over human history, and I also really like natural history a lot too. So
And the rest of the video is useless. You know, I might as well check on her just to see if she has any of those. Let's see, come on. Come on. Ugh. The loading speed isn't exactly good. Although then again, we are kind of using remote satellites, so it isn't exactly too reliable. Come on, help me out a bit here. Although, to be fair, I'm not exactly seeing too many history streams in here. Come on, help. There we go, finally reached the bottom. Journey, that's a game. Construction game. Human fulfillment game. That's a super chat unlock. Game. I suppose they are playing a character, but not their character. Council meeting, this might be interesting, but the rest of the title isn't exactly promising. Q&A, That actually might be useful to check out. But for now, I just gonna see any of those history books. Collapsed, Liverio, Minecraft, chat, practicing conversation skills, AC singing practice. Okay, technically it's really bad that they aren't exactly dated, so I don't know how long has it been. Okay, so why should I care that Mumei went to the dentist? Like, unless there was something interesting, I don't really see why I should care. But I'm definitely seeing a lack of any history streams. So, Mumei rents, that could be anything. And again, that could be meta stuff too. Wait, it's not though. Why should I care again? Nope. Absolutely nothing. It's all just games. Or at least 99% of it. Such a waste. Would have been useful to learn anything, any knowledge, but I guess that's all about how we are gonna get. Not say anything about Bay. There we go. Okay, skipping over that again, skipping this part we have seen like 3 times.
Not being bound by anything is the greatest limitation.
Yeah, and there's nothing for her.
Uggy, with that, I think it's time to get started. Don't you?
Oh boy, did she sound that different from back
then. We got to
then.
know each other a little.
Anyway.
Alright, first question. What is my name? I saw council members have these really fancy titles of life.
I mean, considering that we have to fill in the gaps ourselves, that's not...
Okay,
that technically doesn't really mean that we learn anything.
Oh, my age. I actually don't know. Yoink
This shit's
from,
useless too.
Wherever I came from. It actually messed up your timeline a bit. And... Good things come in small packages.
Seriously?
My favorite beverage!
Yeah, honestly, it's really damn useless to me. Okay, this might have been a little bit on the fruitless side. But there is technically one more piece that could be useful, but maybe this one was actually... I meant Halloween. There we go. Yeah, this one might be useful, but again, as far as I know, this is about an Elseworld story, so this takes place outside our own dimensions story, so...
There's a rumor going around the internet. This website...
I mean, considering that here it says that it's written by Fauna's voice actress, it is technically at least some sort of story, but considering that it isn't continuing what was already set up, it's just a quote-unquote Elseworld story. Like, even if the voice actors technically act in character, as long as it's not not the actual character that was quote-unquote promised at the start, it's not really gonna be included either. But I suppose, considering that this is the closest thing we get, I might as well take a look at it.
Popped up out of nowhere and suddenly became popular. It claims if you submit your name, you'll be saved. What it means by saved,
But
no
then
one
again,
really
it is
knows.
really damn short, so...
Salvation, maybe? I wouldn't normally believe something like this, but
I mean, who knows, maybe something
all
like
my
this
friends have
exists
disappeared.
in my world too.
The only ones left are...
Though then again, I haven't been looking that hard.
Good morning, Ame. Hey, Watson. I'm glad you're here. I was worried you would have, you know, like everyone else.
What? Put my name in that website?
Yeah.
Do you really believe something like that? That some dumb website has the power to make people disappear?
I don't suppose you have a better idea where everybody's disappearing to? The police still don't know anything. Don't you wonder what happened to your friends? Kura.
I mean, considering this sets them up as all in some sort of close friend group,
friends are still out there. You'll see them again, I'm sure of it.
Yeah,
like,
maybe.
we learned pretty much nothing about these Elseworld
Is
stories.
something like that really possible? A website that can save
But
you?
I might as well take a listen, might be something useful.
If this is all just a bad hoax, it means my friends are still out there. Gara isn't with you today?
She didn't answer when I knocked on her door. I tried calling, but you don't think she...
No, I'm sure she's fine. She probably just overslept.
Yeah, unfortunately, they are not self-aware enough to know that they are in a horror story.
If this keeps going, no one will be left. I don't want to be alone. I don't want to lose you too.
Well,
Okay, I suppose Fauna's unrealistic tendencies started in this previous universe.
May, do you think if we put our names in, maybe we'll see them again?
What are you talking about? That's dangerous.
I want to see Kura again. May, if our friends, if they're really all gone, don't you want to go with them?
Honestly, maybe it's because I don't really have good experiences, considering that... Okay, as much as I technically earned their distrust,
to the way they were before
I'm not
this stupid
quite
website.
sure if I would go after them
I don't
myself,
want to be alone
but
anymore. Kura,
that's just maybe just me.
I'm sorry. It's just a hoax. Nothing will happen. I want to see my friends again. Kura? You're okay?
Are you surprised?
No, it's just... You weren't at class today.
Did you think something happened to me? Because you put my name in that website?
How do you know about that? What is that?
Okay, am I gonna have to censor this just? Although technically since the video is up, maybe it's gonna be fine.
You know that all your friends have gone missing. Did you think about that when you put my name in? Did you think about anything at all?
No.
Did you know Fauna put her name in after what happened today? She looked so happy when she saw me.
Yeah,
but
that particular version of Elme should not have messed around with her friend's life. I mean, if I had any, I definitely wouldn't have done that.
You killed her? Why?
But again, this is a horror story universe, so...
I never wanted this for you. I wanted you and Fauna to stay with me. I didn't want to be alone. To lose everyone. But you've left me with no choice.
Girl,
oh, I
you
definitely
don't have
know
to do
what it's
this.
like to be left with no choice.
You got your wish. You're going to see your friends again.
Okay, I guess that was it. Okay, I guess maybe we can consider that maybe these particular souls were used as the basis for the avatars. But then again, I don't really know anything about the past universe. Even though that I had access to the angels who were working with the old one. So unfortunately, even my access to how the universe works is limited. Even then, I can just guess. So let's see what happens next.
Lately, I can't help but feel like I'm being watched. It doesn't matter where I am. Out shopping, working, at home alone in my bath. I can feel someone watching me. Hey,
I mean, to be fair, I would probably feel like her if I wasn't already...
Have you guys felt anything
if I wasn't already knowing about the extra dimensions and all that stuff.
What do you mean?
Like, more weird than normal?
Like the feeling of being watched.
Did you forget that we're idols, bae? Of course we're being watched. That's the point.
No, not like that.
I mean, yeah, I'm with Kiara on that one.
Yeah, we're being watched, but it's
not
just when we're performing.
Past universe Kiara or whatever.
Too. I don't know. It just feels like someone is staring at me.
Well, having so many of us living together, it would make sense, right? It's not like we're ever really alone.
If this is about the time I walked in on you in the bathroom, I'm sorry. With her around, I can understand your pain. How many times have you walked in on me again? At this point, I have to wonder if it's intentional. No! It's not intentional! Don't be ridiculous! Sure, Iris, sure.
You don't think it could be someone staring through the windows, do you? Like a stalker?
No,
okay,
it's
maybe
not
I should be
something
able
like
to skip
that.
this a little bit, but...
It's hard to explain.
be fair, it is short enough.
Maybe it's nothing.
I'm sure it's nothing, bae. Try not to let it get you down before the show.
Right.
Like, considering how epic this feels, it's really a shame that this was technically a one-time thing only. I personally would have loved to see more of this, but
Why are you
even if maybe not necessarily in a horror setting.
Who are you?
Hey, sorry to interrupt. The driver's waiting outside.
Yeah. Just a minute.
Hey, bae? Is everything okay? You don't have to hide it
Well,
from
now
me.
that I mentioned it, should I have blurred that out a bit?
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I'm going crazy. Even right now, it feels like someone is watching. Not you, someone else.
I believe you, man.
Yeah, I suppose that was part
It's okay.
of
I can talk to
how
our
someone
manager.
becomes a
No.
lost. That they
It's
don't
okay.
really learn to accept this thing and they
Let's just go.
quote-unquote lose their minds over it. That their lives might not
do
be
you style your
completely
hair with these
separate.
horns?
Or
I
how
don't.
should I say this?
Remove them for me? Yeah, you want me to remove them? First of all, I don't even know how to do that. Second of all, you should be happy to have such great weapons attached to your head.
Weapons, I never thought of it like that. Okay, I guess I'll keep them.
Can I wear one of your hats? Oi, I need these. Here, I'll give you twin buns. Something cute for Iris. Chihuahua.
Okay, that is kind of cute.
It's time.
Already? Let's do this, girls.
Like, honestly, I know that technically the mystery ends with the next episode, but honestly, it would have been fine if they were to continue it some way. But no, this is the only thing that we are gonna get. Yep, that's how I see you guys as well. Well, more or less.
Callie?
Whenever I'm not watching you guys through the webcam.
I don't want you to worry about that anymore. Everything is going to be okay now.
Hey, you okay? You're bleeding.
Oh, this? I just wanted to make sure you'd be okay. That you wouldn't feel watched anymore.
What?
Yeah. Okay, technically
What did
it's
you
timed out
do?
before I got ready.
I got rid of them all. For you.
Jesus.
Why are you still watching?
Because I'm interested in what happens next, that's why. So yeah, there was a lot of good setups in this, but considering that only one episode is left, and not to mention that particular thing isn't exactly connected to this one either. Like, this is the closest thing that we are gonna get to an actual expansion.
Hold still. You want to be remembered, don't you?
The disappearances of those students, the idol mutilations. It all leads back to you. Ophenum Industries.
So much tension, and it's not gonna go anywhere beyond this episode.
You're Director Nino Mai, aren't you? What's going on here?
Yeah, part of the cultist that actually survived.
Me?
Although unfortunately she has
Yes.
way too much influence.
I'm the director of this
And
place.
that I cannot directly
shouldn't
oppose
be
her
here.
either.
Unless you want to end up like this. Can you hear her? She's truly spectacular.
I gotta pick my
She
fights
surpassed
carefully
all
after
my
all.
expectations. She was even able to
I got
escape
lucky with the
confinement.
Sparrow and the others, but
You should get out of here.
yeah,
Whatever
it's
article you're
not
writing
quite
isn't
so
worth
easy.
your life.
I mean, you guys have seen that I had to fall back a couple times.
What are you suggesting? Director, would you like to explain what is going on here?
Let me ask you something. You don't want to be forgotten, do you? Everything we're doing here. It might seem cruel to you, but what if it's all to reach something bigger than ourselves? Have you heard of the observer effect? The simple act of observation can change reality. A wave can be collapsed into a particle just from being watched. What if the same could be said for us? What if we could change our reality simply from being observed? We only need to attract an observer. And it turns out
Yeah, I mean,
cruelty is an excellent attractor.
they are not self-aware, but
That worked
that's
on you,
not quite how it
didn't
works.
I don't understand. Where are you keeping the missing college students?
Seems like you'll find out soon enough.
Mume.
Okay, not gonna lie, that does look badass.
Mume, hey, look at me. You remember me, don't you? What happened to you? Is this what they're doing here?
Director?
Crony?
This isn't good. If she was transformed like this,
Yeah, if they messed with her
maybe she
mind
can be
like that, it's
transformed back.
no wonder that she wants to
there has
forget
to be something around here.
and actually managed to forget quite a lot.
No.
Like, this is what I mean, that they build more character, but
What?
this is an irregularity, not the rule.
Crony. Fix this.
And of course that was them in the old universe. And we fast forwarded to mine, I think. Yep, fast forwarded to our universe. But it's nothing more than just a Halloween party.
Thank you.
All that suffering, all that for nothing.
You'll still watch.
The cycle
won't you?
continues. If only Fauna's voice actress would do this more often. But I might gonna take a look at Hololive English. Maybe they are doing it actually. I just haven't seen it. That one's... Oh, that was 11 days ago? I actually haven't seen that one. I mean, then again, I was in the middle of the invasion during that time, so...
Fun fact, in Australia, we only have the grades 1 to 5, and in Germany...
Nope, this is just
they
an
have the
animation of
grades
what
1
the
to
hell happened in the actual stream, where they are actually being themselves. Never mind. Okay, that's just an original song. Cover. Not sure if I should be doing that. All lights the way. Oh, this might look like something.
Oh, wouldn't it be ironic if Iris sabotages the tree? Wake up, Iris! Time to ruin Christmas! Let's go! How is that sabotage? I guess it looks like kind of messy. Yeah, Iris shall light the tree.
Okay, now that is sabotaging.
Iris, what do you have to say? No! Wait, did I misunderstand? Or... No! Iris, what the fuck?
Okay.
What the fuck? You ruined Christmas! It's no time!
Well, ruined Christmas at least for the office at least, but...
So what are we gonna do? We're just gonna let it happen? Gone. It's gone. It's fucking... Am I the only one misunderstanding? I'm not sure. Does this happen because we sabotaged the tree? Which is also what Iris did.
I mean, I wanna doubt that Iris's voice actress doesn't actually hit Christmas, but at the same time it technically goes either way. I don't know, what do you guys think? Should this be included? Oh, hey bad guy. Yeah, I am trying to gather information on making a funeral speech for these guys, but it's really hard. there isn't exactly too many canon things that are definitely canon and isn't just the voice actresses messing around. Let's see, maybe they have something else. They might actually have something. Honestly, these 3D repeats, I'm not sure how many would be useful. And just...
And look after yourself. Holy sh! Oh my god! Holy!
Yeah, that's definitely an animation after the voice actresses. I mean, okay, it's not like the Warden of Time can't be afraid of spiders, but I kind of find it a little bit weird that she would be afraid of anything, considering that most of the things that people are afraid of, she can just freeze like that. I mean, I definitely know that this one is most likely the voice actress is genuine reaction animated and not like an in-character thing. Let's see, Holy Connect, that's probably from the event, so it's not character. Oh yeah, that's with cats, so that's definitely a voice actress. Artist, that's not it either. Honestly, these guys are really damn useless if they are really can't be used. Right, maybe this one.
Thank you. Hello, May. Hello. Thanks for the karaoke. I put you on a speaker as we speak at the... I don't want to finish it. I don't want to finish what you're saying.
No! I didn't know that Hololive English did hologram episodes too. But then again, this is kinda looks like that this is just something that was taken from the actual voice actress's streams and just animated, so I guess this one's useless.
Since when did I become a maid? Don't only maids do that?
Okay, this one's definitely on stream animations. Come on, please show me anything original.
Oh no, I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. No.
Okay, this one might be.
I got it this time.
Wait a moment. I just see something out of the corner of my eye.
Into the tube. Whoa.
Oh, come on.
So it's pretty sick if you ask me.
This is based on a stream, not an original.
Oh no, I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. No.
Although technically considering the ad itself, I guess the context is different. Though then again, this is known for Amelia, so... I really don't... Seriously, why is there so much useless stuff? Oh, well, then again, at least I can use that the souls were reused from the old universe used as avatars, but even then their souls were torn out. Honestly, that makes me kind of pessimistic to check the rest. Yeah, that's Halloween. That's just songs. Even more songs. No, and this one's stuff we've already seen, so... I guess we've run out of stuff real fast. Hold on a moment. Just give me a second. Alright, it seems that some of the monsters have been showing up lately, so I might necessarily have to leave to take care of them fast. Just give me a moment, maybe I can still show some things. I was hoping to do this for a little longer, but I guess can't exactly do this for long. And where else was I supposed to go? There isn't too much else. Anything else? That's no. That's a reaction. Well, I guess that's it for now. Well, alright. I guess it's time for me to turn off the computer. Enough time has been spent here. Well... Alright, I might as well take care of the beasts myself. Just a little bit. So let me prepare real fast. Although then again, I can put out the new dragon claw that I got. I mean, sure, it has been deprived of magic ever since I got back from the island, but it is still sharp, so... To be fair, I haven't exactly gotten it on this particular thing. Alright, you idiot, let's see how fast it works. Oh. Damn, it's really sharp. Alright, at least this monster has been taken care of. But then again, I have run out of information to use, so I suppose time for me to call it a night. Well, thank you guys for joining me on gathering information about the actual characters, and not the persons behind the avatars. After all, there's millions of more lost out in my world that aren't exactly lucky to at least have been possessed by someone. Well, alright. Well, see you guys next time then. Okay.